educational program. In this video, we will solve 100 or 100 MCQ related to this. And the first MCQ is, who founded the first school for the blind, the Institute for Blind Youth? Option: Louis Braille, Edward Ruston, Valentine's Huey, Samuel Gridley Howe. Answer of this question is option C, that is Valentine Howe. Next question: in which year was the regarding and tactile reading and writing system used embossed dot code developed by Louis Braille? Option: 1784, 1821, 1829, and 1862. Answer of this question is option C, that is 1829. Next, the Snellen chart for testing visual acuity was developed in 1862 by option Herman Snellen, Anne Sullivan, Helen Keller, Samuel Gridley Howe. Answer of this question is option A, that is Herman Snellen. Next, which of the following is not considered a category of visual impairment in the educational context? Option: partially sighted, low vision, colorblind, legally blind. Answer of this question is option C, that is colorblind. According to the World Health Organization, standard deviation of blindness is defined as visual acuity of less than 6 by 60, 3 by 60, 1 by 60, 20 by 200. Answer of this question is option B, that is 3 by 60. Next, in India, a person with visual acuity better than 3 by 60 but equal to or less than 6 by 60 is graded as option low vision, partially sighted, blind, visually impaired. Answer of this question is option C, that is blind. Next, according to Indian definition, what is the visual acuity range for low vision? Option 6 by 18 to 6 by 60, 3 by 60 to 6 by 60, 1 by 60 to 3 by 60, less than 1 by 60. Answer of this question is option A, that is 6 by 16, 6 by 18 to 6 by 60. Next, what percentage of impairment is generally considered a handicap in medical parlance? Option 20% and more, 30% or more, 40% or more, 50% or more. Answer of this question is option C, that is 40% or more. Which of the following is not included in the World Health Organization disability sequence? Option: disease, impairment, treatment, handicaps. Answer of this question is option C, that is treatment. Next, according to WHO classification, which term represent disturbance at the organ level? Option: impairments, disabilities, handicap, diseases. Answer of this question is option A, that is impairment. Next, what is the most common type size recommended for large print material for partially sighted children? Option: 14 point type, 16 point type, 18 point type, 20 point type. Answer of this question is option C, that is 18 point type. How many different characters can be represented by the 6 dot cell in the Braille system. Option 26, 37, 52, 63. Answer of this question is option D, that is 63. Which of the following is not a disadvantage of Braille? Option: books are bulky, materials are expensive, takes up a lot of storage space, faster to read than print. Answer of this question is option D, that is faster to read than print. Next, what is the primary purpose of a talking calculator for visually impaired child or student? Option: to teach basic arithmetic, to read aloud numerical entries, to convert text to speech, to magnify numbers on the screen. Answer of this question is option B, that is to read aloud numerical entries. Next, what is the FLOSS curriculum for blind children? Option: additional subjects beyond the standard curriculum, compensatory skill to access the general curriculum, advanced placement courses, vocational training programs. Answer of this question is option B, that is compensatory skills to access the general curriculum. Next, which of the following is not typically part of the PLUS curriculum for blind children? Option: Braille, orientation and mobility, foreign language, daily living skill. Answer of this question is option C, that is foreign language. What does ICIDH stand for in the context of disability classification? Option: International Classification of Impairment, Disabilities and Handicaps, Integrated Classification of Intellectual and Developmental Handicaps, International Consortium for Impairment and Disability Health, Inclusive Classification of Individual Disability and Handicaps. Answer of this question is option A, that is International Classification of Impairment, Disability and Handicaps. According to World Health Organization classification, what does a handicap indicate? Option A, medical condition, loss of physiological function, inability to perform an activity, disadvantageous position in society. Answer of this question is option D, that is disadvantaged position in society. Next, which eye disorder is characterized by improper alignment of two eyes? Myopia, strabismus, nystagmus, astigmatism. Astigmatism. Answer of this question is strabismus. Next, which of the following is not typically considered a special area in the PLUS curriculum of blind children? Option: Braille, sensory training, advanced mathematics, orientation and mobility. Answer of this question is option C, that is advanced mathematics. Next, what modification is often made to sports equipment to allow visually impaired children to participate? Option: large size, brighter color, auditory cues, softer texture. Answer of this question is option C, that is auditory cues. What should be the approach when evaluating visually impaired children's performance in co-curricular activities? Option: competitive with sighted peer, based on age-appropriate norms, focused on speed and accuracy, purely on an individual basis. Answer of this question is option D, that is purely on an individual basis. What does BA stand for in the context of visual impairment classification. Option visual acuity, visual assessment, vision ability, visual angle. Answer of this question is option A, that is visual acuity. In the Indian context, what is the recommended visual acuity range for defining low vision? Option 6 by 18 to 3 by 60, 6 by 18 to 6 by 60, 6 by 60 to 3 by 60, and 3 by 60 to 1 by 60. Answer of this question is option B, that is 6 by 18 to 6 by 60. Next, which of the following is not a category in the World Health Organization standard definition of visual impairment? Option normal, visual impairment, severe impairment, and partial sightedness. Answer of this question is option D, that is partial sightedness. Next, what is the visual acuity threshold for legal blindness in India? Option less than 66 by 60, less than 3 by 60, less than 1 by 60, no light perception. Answer of this question is option A, that is less than 6 by 60. Which term is used to describe a person with impairment of visual functioning even after treatment or standard refractive correction? Option legally blind, visually handicapped, low vision, partially sighted. Answer of this question is option C, that is low vision. Next, what is the main difference between the World Health Standard definition, World Health Organization standard definition, and the Indian definition of blindness? Option use of different measurement scales, inclusions of the field of vision criteria, threshold of visual acuity, classification of low vision. Answer of this question is option C, that is threshold of visual acuity. What percentage of visual impairment is considered for a one-eyed person according to medical parlance? Option 20%, 30%, 40%, 50%. Answer of this question is option B, that is 30%. Which of the following is not considered a possible combination in deaf blindness? Option blind and profoundly deaf, partially sighted and severely hearing, totally blind or partially hearing, partially sighted and profoundly deaf. Answer of this question is option C, that is totally blind and partially hearing. Next, what does the term visual acuity refers to? Option the ability to distinguish color, the ability to see in dim light, the ability to see details, the ability to judge distance. Answer of this question is option C, that is the ability to see details. What is the normal field of vision in front of the eye? Option 90 degrees, 120 degrees, 150 degrees, 180 degrees. Answer of this question is option D, that is 180 degree. Which test is used to determine the field of vision? Option Snellen chart test, confrontation test, refraction test, color blindness test. Answer of this question is confrontation test. Next, in the World Health Organization disability sequence, what comes immediately after disease? Option impairment, disability, handicap, limitation. Answer of this question is option A, that is impairment. Which term is proposed to replace disability in ICI DH2 classification? Option functional limitation, activity restriction, participation limitation, activity limitation. Answer of this question is option D, that is activity limitation. What is the primary purpose of using the term visually impaired in the educational context? Option to specify exact nature of vision loss, to describe the total group of person with vision affected by impairment, to differentiate between congenital and acquired vision loss, to categorize students based on their learning abilities. Answer of this question is option B, that is to describe the total group of person with vision affected by impairment. For which purpose should the term blind be primarily used? Option educational planning, rehabilitation services, legal reasoning, or benefits, medical diagnosis. Answer of this question is option C, that is legal reasons or benefits. What is the main advantage of using a closed circuit television's radar for partially sighted students? Option it provides audio visuals, audio description of text. It allows for variables magnification print. It converts text to braille. It improves visual acuity over times. Answer of this question is option B. That's it allows for variable magnification of print. Why might large print material reduce reading speed for some visual impaired students? Option the constraint too high, the font style is unfamiliar, the text cover more area, the letter are too close together. Answer of this question is option C, that is the text cover more area. How many different combination of dots are used for 26 letter of alphabet in Braille? Option 26, 36, 37, 52, 63. Answer of this question is option A, that is 25, 26. Next, what is a potential disadvantage of the frequent abbreviation used in Braille? Option slower reading speed, difficulty with spelling, limited vocabulary development, uh, increased systems strain. Answer of this question is option B, that is difficulty with spelling. Which subject are might present particular challenges when providing Braille materials? Option history, literature, mathematics, physical education. Answer of this question is option C, that is mathematics. How does the learning process of blind children differ from that of sighted children? Option blind children learn faster, blind children learn in pieces of information, blind children rarely solely rely solely on auditory learning, blind children have superior memory skills. Answer of this question is option B, that is blind children learn in pieces of information. Next, what is the main purpose of the pupil curriculum for blind children? Option to provide advanced academic content, to develop compensatory skills, to replace the standard curriculum, to focus on vocational training. Next, answer of this question is option B, that is to develop compensatory skills. Next, what modification is suggested for game and sports to include visually impaired children? Option simplified rules, smaller playing areas, auditory cues, elimination of team sports. Answer of this question is option C, that is auditory cues. What is the primary goal of providing multisensory experiences to blind children? Option to improve their visual equity, to compensate for lack of visual input to develop superior health abilities to prepare them for specialized career. Answer of this question is option B, that is to comprehension for lack of visual input. Which of the following is not mentioned as step in modifying visual experiences for blind children? Option: give duplicate experience, modify the experience, substitution the lesson, increase the difficulty level. Answer of this question is option D, that is increase the difficulty level. What is the main purpose of sensory training in pupil curriculum for blind children? Option: to improve visual equity, to enhance other sensor perception, to teach braille reading, to develop social skills. Answer of this question is option B, that is to enhance other sensory perception. Next, according to World Health Organization classification, what does an impairment represent? Option: a medical condition, loss or abnormalities of structure or function, inability to perform an activity, societal disadvantage. Answer of this question is option B, that is loss or abnormality of structure of function. Next, which of the following is not a typical feature of FLOSS curriculum for blind children? Option: use of specialized equipment, orientation and mobility training, advanced academic subjects, daily living skills. Answer of this question is option C, that is advanced academic subjects. Why might blind children have difficulty with spelling? Option: poor memory skill, lack of visual reference, frequent abbreviation in braille, limited vocabulary exposure. Answer of this question is option C, that is frequent abbreviation in braille. What is the main challenge in providing educational experiences to blind children compared to sighted children? Option: lack of appropriate materials, limited curriculum option, difficulty in concept formation, slower learning pace. Answer of this question is option D, C, that is difficulty in concept formation. What should be the primary approach with adopting curriculum for blind children? Option: completely different curriculum, same curriculum with modification, focus only on vocational education, emphasis on auditory learning. Option B, that is same curriculum with modification.